we are here at Excon 2023 and we are having two different personalities with us, one from Etnyre and one from Gainwell. So let's start this interview with small introduction.
Thank you so much. My name is Manav Kohli. I am from Gainwell Commosales Pvt. Just to give you a brief introduction about the Gainwell Group, this is an organization which has been providing solutions to the construction and infrastructure, customers of this nation as they build significant projects for the nation across the territory. We've been doing this for last 80 years as an organization. So we've been privileged to be part of the nation building effort for the country, the signature infrastructure projects starting from Bhakra Nangal to Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, which is being constructed, or to several high-altitude tunnels which have been constructed in the country. And we are very proud of our association with our customers. And this effort here is to take one step forward to bring a very important solution for customers, especially in the road and the runway, airport runway, and certain other infrastructure areas, which has to do not just for construction, but also the maintenance. More importantly, the maintenance aspect, which is very critical for long life of these assets, to bring better technology, more scientific methods, and a degree of mechanization which makes it faster and more effective quality-wise and safer for people to work with. That's what I would introduce, and I request Mr. Ganesh Iyer, President from Etnyre Inc., to talk about his...
Thank you. Thank you, Manav. So I'm Ganesh Iyer and President CEO for Etnyre International. We are a family-owned, 125-year-old US-based organization, and we are leaders in the road maintenance space. The last 40-50 years, we have had some of these very product lines supporting the US roadway system. And we, as Manav said, we're not participating in road building activity. We are rather participating a lot more in road preservation and road maintenance activity so that we can enhance the lives of the roads. India is has been very focused on road building for a long period of time, at least a couple of decades now. But the focus on road maintenance, whether it's national highway system or even the urban road system, is not very high. So there are a lot of safety issues because of that. For example, even in a city like Bangalore, there are many deaths that happen because of potholes. And we feel that we can help with that issue. Our purpose as a company is improving lives. And we feel that if we can maintain our roads better, you can save some lives. Number one, you can make things safer, and you can save some lives. So with that in mind, and India's Make in India initiative is a huge thing. Okay, and the Atmanirbhar part our goal is a big thing. We have a huge supply chain in India for components that go into these machines, and Gainwell has a lot of expertise both in manufacturing and distribution of these machines. And we're not only going to make the machines for India, but also for exports out of India in other countries where we have similar issues like what we have in India in terms of our road maintenance. So we are very excited about this partnership with Gainwell because they bring in the expertise on manufacturing and distribution both. And we bring in the expertise of our products, our technology, and skill set building. So we feel that this is a perfect partnership at the right time for India as well. A lot of roads have been built over a long period of time. Maintenance cycles come up over a period of time, and we feel this is the right time.
Okay, if we talk about the new innovations, so as Gainwell and Etnyre, so what kind of new opportunities opportunities or challenges or innovations you see for construction industry?
Okay. So for our specific, I can speak to our specific partnership and our specific industry. With road maintenance, if you see how roads get maintained today, if there is a pothole, they somehow have a very manual, labor-intensive way of filling that pothole. It stops traffic. It basically creates a traffic jam, number one. And there is a lot more, I mean, there's statistics around, less traffic movement. It actually impacts the economy adversely. So safety is a problem. The way they do the work is a problem. And so we feel that if we have these products which are mechanized, automated to a lot of, to a big extent, we still need people to do the work, but they do it in a much safer environment, in a much safer way. And that's the technology that we can bring for road maintenance that currently does not exist at a large scale. You may see some road maintenance things in different parts of the country, but on a very sparsely, I would say very sparse. So for us to make it scalable and make it across the country, we believe that this partnership can help us achieve that.
So do you also work for CII?
Well, I'll transfer that to him.
Yeah, thank you. Very relevant. I think giving back to the society, so far as Gainwell is concerned, and as a age-old Indian organization, that has been fairly part of our vision. And we try to contribute in several ways, but one which is very important and very pertinent to the country at this point in time is about the skill development, right? So one of the things that we work very closely with is in terms of getting some of the youth trained on the equipment that we distribute in the country, because there is a big requirement of trained youth to operate the equipment that we are using to make the country's infrastructure, and there's a dearth of trained people on that. Now, when we do this, we do accomplish two things. One is we make the process of mechanization in the country easier for the stakeholders, it's for the ecosystem, for the customers, and for everybody. Second is, from this youth perspective, their employability, their earning potential, and the impact that it has on its families multiplies several fold. And then they become, at some point in time, much sought after professionally trained operators for these equipment, which are progressively becoming technologically advanced, and therefore training becomes a very important part to be taken care of. So as part of our contribution, we do this from as a CSR, and we really try to bring benefits to the youth and to the customers or the people who are creating the infrastructure. There are several other themes, but I think this is on which we work as part of our CSRs for our local communities. But this is a philosophy which will continue, and we want to carry on with this new association that we have, because again, this is a new area of technology, and there are very few people who know about it. So we will create that critical pool of people in the country who understand this technology and how to operate it.
So sir, if we talk about safety more, so how you provide safety measures for your members?
Oh, safety absolutely is central to whatever we do. That is the number one metric that we follow in our company, and we follow it at several levels. There are safety professionals who work in every installation that we have, all the workshops, all the major repair centers, all the industrial setup that we have, and then they very closely follow several metric, leading and lagging metric. The whole OSHA's philosophy, which is required, is adhered to, and it is the single most important metric for senior leadership in our company. We have created infrastructure where our people can report any incidents, any near miss, any hazardous incidents through their apps. They can use a button to reach out in case of any kind of emergency if they are alone in a very in some kind of a situation. Use of personal protective equipment, that is absolutely a must in anything that we design, anything that we create. Again, coming back, I think what Etnyre equipment are really trying to do is currently as a process, the act of road maintenance, which is very manual right now, is also very hazardous to the individuals who are doing it, because we are handling very high temperature asphalt, and we are handling, there are gases which could be coming out at that point in time and stuff like that. So what these equipment really do is to take away the human intervention to the extent that which could be harmful for them, makes it faster, and then it makes it safer for the people who are actually doing it. So this again, this really furthers the thought or philosophy of safety.
So if we talk about technology, apart from IoT, you must be using it as IoT also. Apart from IoT, what else technology like AI or something like machine learning? So you're using that or you're planning to work on this?
Yes, so it's a very good question. We are looking at that option right now for AI. IoT is something, the telematics, we are also looking at that. We are also looking at machine learning as well. So right now, our equipment does not have AI capability, but that is very much in the works. I think the question becomes, Manav said about, the way it is being done today, that has to stop. This equipment is far more sophisticated and can really help with the process as well as with the safe usage as well. As far as AI is concerned, I personally think that the more the equipment gets used in the country, the more data it generates. And the more data it generates, that will help us actually maintain roads even better. And so I think he had given an example in a previous interview. He talked about a single crack that shows up on the road. Before that, AI and machine learning, all of these techniques actually will tell you by when those roads will crack up further with those temperatures in a local area and all of that. So we have to make sure that there is enough data available to us so that we can use those machines accordingly. Now, for the machines itself, what we are doing is the way the machines are getting utilized at the work site, data can be transferred back to us. And so we are currently working on that. With the equipment that we today have, we don't have the capability, but we can add that capability.
I just add.
Yeah.
So let me add on. So vis-a-vis the distribution associations that we have and how we are leveraging technology, I think that is at several levels. IoT is very fast becoming a very basic essential. So we typically call the equipment that we sell and service as smart equipment. At times we get it from the OEMs. At times we retrofit the IoT solutions onto it. But then behind this is a layer. What we do is, the equipment and the condition monitoring. So based on the IoT devices, we are able to remotely monitor the fleet of our customers from a distance. And, we are able to provide at the right time, the right kind of service, plan for the service, plan for the parts, because we know how many hours those machines have really worked, how many years they have worked. So it helps us plan in advance for which we know from our experience is going to be the requirement of the customer. So that really speeds up things. The second level of technology that I would like to mention is in terms of the digital transformation, which is really happening. So now with India as a country which is so vast and large, and the projects are really happening in the remote places, how do I make sure that my customer is able to access me 24/7, right? And the mobile apps, really provide you that kind of solution. So we have our service apps, which the customers can use to reach out to us at any point of time. And at the back of it, we have something called a customer interaction center, or our own dedicated call center, which keeps monitoring those inputs and quickly puts it into our system to the right people, who can respond to the customer. So now the customer doesn't have to wait and to really get a solution. Not only that, we are incorporating some devices, connectivity devices on the machines, where even the operator can, just on press of a button, can connect to our call center. And by doing this, they're able to immediately find some resolution to a small problem, which otherwise they will have to wait for a very long time. So before we actually get into AI, which also incidentally I'll tell you that we use, these very small and intelligent ways of incorporating technology go a long way in ensuring the customer experience and helping their line of business. Then we are into more eclectic technologies which have to do with machine control and 3D machine guidance system, where the machines can automatically use the GPS to carry out the activity of construction and all that. Penetration of that is picking up in India, but we are already on the cutting edge, on the front leading edge on those kind of technologies. And when it comes to use of AI, there's a lot of internal data analytics which we carry out using AI, which again, like I said, finally helps in condition monitoring, recommendation to the customers in terms of what might be their requirement. Those kind of systems are independent. Our last 80 years of experience, we always keep looking for such technologies which make it easier for our customers to operate the equipment. So that's our core strength as Gainwell.
That's their core strength. And so what happens is with our current equipment, with that strength, we can introduce all these technologies rather quickly because they already have the experience within the country with those technologies on some other equipment, not exactly our equipment, but other. So that just transfer of technology can happen fairly quickly. I think, Rupal, the basic thing is to make sure that you're trying to save lives here. You need to do it safely and immediately. And I feel that we have to first take that leap. Technology will come with time, but we have to first use safe equipment and make roads safer. And that's our basic core that is, I would say, is missing right now. And I think our focus initially is going to be on that to make sure we understand that. But with Gainwell's expertise, as I said before, with manufacturing, distribution, and also service side. I think that's part of distribution is a service mentality. And they have a very, very good service system, and I've personally seen that can actually apply to our products pretty much on day one. They can apply that. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.